What's good, BFM? This is Bigtone coming at you from Bigtone Productions. Beats at Feast. You know what time it is. It's time for another cooking video. Today we're going to keep it quick, fast, and easy for you busy moms, busy parents that come home and need a quick meal. We're going to do a good old comfort food, beef and noodles. We're going to do it in a power pressure cooker. So it's everything in the power pressure cooker and let it go. So if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, make sure you share the video. Let's get started with some beef and noodles. The supporting cast, very simple. I got my beef cubed up here. Now this is stew meat. I bought it from the store. On this particular recipe, since we're doing it in a power pressure cooker, you want to get a cube, you know, like a stew meat. If you want to get something more expensive, it really doesn't matter because it's going to be tenderized in the power pressure cooker. So no need to go out and spend a lot of money on that. Some cubed meat there. I got one whole onion cut up. Got some beef broth, some minced garlic, some black pepper, my pink Himalayan sea salt. You know I don't leave home without it. Garlic powder, a little Lowry seasoning salt, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of rosemary, and this is some browning sauce. This really has no flavor to it. It just helps with the browning of the sauce. And then I have my favorite is the no yolk dumpling or noodles. So I'm going to use these. This is a 12-ounce package. So that's all the ingredients. Let's get started doing this. All right, first things first, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of EVO in the bottom of the pressure cooker here. And we're going to turn this on to what we call sear mode or browning mode. So we're just going to turn it on high here, let the pot get hot, and I'm going to just incorporate my beef right here. I'm just going to dump this in. And I'm going to throw some seasoning on it, and then we're going to sear it up. First thing, pink Himalayan sea salt. Alright, I'll be seasoning a little bit more of that later. Some cracked black pepper. Just a tad bit of garlic powder because I'm going to put some minced garlic in here as well. A little bit of seasoning salt, Lowry seasoning salt. A little bit of thyme. A little bit of rosemary. There we go. And I'm going to start browning this up before I put in my garlic, my minced garlic. Alright, so we're going to add about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Let's call it a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic there to it. And as you can see, the meat is browning up nicely. We're going to mix that up in there just a little bit. Get that garlic in there, and then we're going to add my onions to it. Alright, we're going to add the onions right in here. Alright, so we're going to let that cook down for just a little bit with the onions and the meat. Let those onions get a little softer. I am going to put a little bit more seasoning in it right now. A little bit more pink Himalayan sea salt. A little bit more black pepper. Tad bit more garlic powder. Pinch more thyme. And a little bit more seasoning salt here. Alright, we're going to mix this up. Those flavors mixed in there nice. Now we're going to add my liquid. We're going to add about 5 cups of beef broth to this. There's one. Gonna mix that up in there real good. Oh yeah. And we're gonna add a little bit of the browning sauce to it. Now, like I said, this is not for flavor. This is really just to give a little color to it. The only thing that I didn't tell you guys about, which is I probably will thicken this up a little bit with the cornstarch slurry, which is equal part water, cold water, and equal part, well, not equal part, but a little bit of cornstarch. And I'll explain that here once this gets done. But right now, we're gonna put the lid on it and we're gonna cook this for about 10 minutes. All right, so this one's pretty simple. We're gonna hit the meat chicken button and we're gonna move it up to high. And we're going to bring it down to the default 15 minutes. That's the lowest that this pressure cooker goes to. I'm going to cook it for about 10, so I'll be back in 10 minutes. And the meat should be ultimately tender then. And we'll see. We'll take it from there. All right, guys. So here we are. It's been 10 minutes. I've done a quick release. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to taste my broth. And then I'm going to taste my meat. I want to see how tender my meat is, but I want to taste my broth. Because I want to see what flavorings I need to put into this. Needs a little bit more salt. A little bit more pepper. Just a tad bit more pepper, not a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt to it. And one ingredient that I totally forgot about, and I do apologize for this, is Worcestershire sauce. So it's okay. I'm going to add it now. It's going to be about a teaspoon or tablespoon and a half of Worcestershire sauce. So we're going to put those in there. We're going to mix them up. Alright, and one of the reasons why I wanted to taste this is because I wanted to see how potent the flavor was, because I'm going to add a little bit of water to this before I add my noodles. I'm going to add 2 cups of water. I didn't want to dilute it that much, but the noodles are going to soak up this liquid. So now we're going to add my no yolk noodles. And I'm going to turn the pressure cooker on because I'm not going to put this back under pressure. And I forgot one thing. I am going to taste and see how tender my meat is. I'm sorry. Grab a little piece here. Super tender. So I'm going to turn this back on high here. And I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to wait for it to boil. I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch slurry to this. In this case, about a half a cup of water and about a tablespoon of cornstarch. And let's say a tablespoon and a half. And you got to put it in cold water, guys. Otherwise, it's going to clump up if you put it right to your mixture that's in the pressure cooker. Alright, so we're going to bring this to the boil because that's what activates cornstarch, the slurry, to thicken. Bring it to a boil. Before I add that slurry, I'm going to go ahead and add the noodles to it. There's my noodles going in. I'm not going to put this back under pressure. I'm just going to let it boil and cook the noodles. It only takes a few minutes to cook the noodles. So it's time to add the slurry. So simply just going to add my cornstarch water and stir at the same time. And we'll start to see it thickening right away. Wow. Yep, it's thickening there. I think you can see it. Pour just a little bit more in. Last little drop, and I think that's all I need. Ah, yeah, it's thickening up nicely there, guys. Alright, so I'm going to give this another couple minutes. I'm going to plate it up for you. BF fam, I don't want to hear any excuses about I don't have time. I know you got a half hour out of your day to go ahead and make a quick, wholesome, comfort food beef and noodles. So here we go, guys. For a comfort food, I don't know if it gets any better than that, but I'm going to get my bite in here. That's what I'm waiting for. Perfect comfort food, beef and noodles. I'm waiting for that bite, guys. Let me get a little bite of this. Some noodles, some broth, some chunk of beef in there. And dab my little piece of bread. 30 minutes for your own family. Doesn't get better than that. Hey guys, if you liked the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Make sure you share it. Hey guys, this is Bigtone signing off. Peace.